Want to win one of 10 iPads or up to $10,000? It's the 25th anniversary of .com, so tell us how .com has changed your life. Write your story at howdoyou.com and you could win.
Yo, what's happening, everybody? Welcome back to Pimp My PC. Now, this is the show we try to teach you how to personalize, customize, trick out your PC, but above all, make it cool. And man, we are making it so cool today. In past episodes, we've talked about pimping the exterior of that MacBook, and we're doing that again today, but we're going a little more hardcore. I can't wait for you guys to see this. Let's step into my office. All right, so now before we get started to the goods, just want to let you guys know, can you believe it's been 25 years since the inception of the .com? It's crazy. It makes me feel super, super old. That's all right, though, because VeriSign's celebrating by having a contest because they want to find out how .coms have changed your life. Now, if you head over to howdoyou.com and tell them how .coms changed your life, got a chance at winning $10,000 or one of 10 iPads. Now, an example for me is Facebook. Facebook has allowed me to keep in touch with all my friends back in BC and down in the States. So if you get a .com story that you can share with VeriSign on how it's changed your life, go to howdoyou.com and hit them up with it. Now let's get to this pimp. So you'll see right away, I was talking about the exterior of the Mac. And over here on this side, we've got my man Matty's Mac, which has the standard glowing apple, which is sacred, I get that, and it's cool. But I thought it might be cool if we could make that sacred apple a little more sacred, a little more personal. And you can see on this side what we've done here is taken a piece of colored gel, which is sort of like this material right here, and we've put that inside. And if you're wondering how the hell I did that, I'm going to tell you in just 2 seconds. So the first thing you're going to want to do is take basically a thin card, like a credit card or ID or anything like that you've got, and you're just going to go around the bezel here and just basically kind of pop it out one at a time, and you'll feel some clips back there as it's going. Once you get that bezel off, the thing you're going to want to do is just take a little tiny Phillips head screwdriver, just a torque set, because you know those Mac screws can be infuriating sometimes. And then basically all you're going to do is go around the edge of the screen and take out every one of the screws that are in there. Once you have all those screws out, you're just going to take the screen, kind of pry it out gently, and just fold it down so it's resting right on the keyboard. Now you'll see there's a filter that's in front of the apple. And what you're going to do is gently pull that filter down, and then you'll see that the apple's there. And so basically what you'll do is just take a little flathead screwdriver and just go around to the outside of the apple and just gently pry it in, and eventually that apple's just going to pop right in, and you take it out. And once you have that apple out, you want it sitting on your hand basically so that the back is facing you, and you're going to see there's a bunch of white there. So then what you'll do is you'll take 2 different grains of sandpaper, and you're going to start with a 400 to 600 grain, and what you're going to start doing is sanding off the back of that apple. And so once that white starts coming off, you're going to start seeing some clear come through. And once that happens, you want to go to a bit of a finer grain because you don't want a lot of scratches on that apple. And I would say 1,500 to 2,000 is where you're going to want to go with that. And as you can see, what I'm doing here is a wet sand. And that wet sand is actually going to help you keep those scratches down to a minimum. Now, the sanding part is going to take you the longest, so that's the one you need the most patience for. And while we're doing this, I may as well let you know that doing this is pretty much going to void your warranty. And as you can see, the models that I'm doing this on are for the first generation MacBooks and even the MacBook Pro, so chances are your warranty's gone on those anyways. So throw caution to the wind, do it up. So now once you've got that clear apple, you no longer see the white on it, you can actually see right through it. You just want to rinse it off, dry it off, and then basically take your image, like that piece of gel that I showed you. So if you take like a little square, you're just going to cut that off. Once you put the apple back in, and the awesome thing about it is you can use the adhesive that's already there, that was there previously when you took everything off, so you can just stick it right back on. So you're going to put your clear apple right back into its space, put your colored gel on top of that, and then throw that filter that you peeled down, put it right back on. And then essentially you're just going to go back in reverse, guys. You're going to put the screen back in place, pop all your screws back on all the way around. And one thing that's important to remember is when you take the bezel off, you're going to see little gray clips that are going to be attached to it all the way around. Now you want to take those off the bezel and actually put them back into the metal frame that's around the screen. Otherwise you could break some clips when you put that bezel back in, and it makes it a lot easier. Trust me, I've done this a couple of times now. So then once you clip your bezel back in, you just want to flip it around, power it on, and watch the magic. Now, I know you're saying, well, wow, color gel, that's pretty cool, but that doesn't seem really Lucasy, right? I got you guys covered, and this is what I couldn't wait to show you guys. So what I did is, well, you know me and my little affinity for the Star Wars franchise. So what I did is I went the next step. So I basically took a Star Wars sticker, well, as if I only have one, and actually used it instead of a colored gel. And you can see that my sacred apple is now a million times more sacred because it has the Holy Trilogy as a part of it. Now you can't really see it that well now, but once this sucker's powered up and you've got it in lower light, it pops. Basically it looks like a little mini movie poster with a little backlight behind it in the shape of the sacred apple. You really can't get much cooler than that, guys. So that's today's show. Make sure you check out the show notes at butterscotch.com. We're going to have all those steps for you, of which there were many. And hit me up at lucas@butterscotch.com because I want to see what you guys are putting inside your clear apple and see how you guys are pimping out that exterior of your MacBook. I'm Lucas. You guys keep it unique. See ya!